Diddy Combs has been denied bail in connection with the sexual abuse and sex trafficking charges he faces. And as Les Trent reports, the music mogul who once traveled by private jet to all those mansions is now in a jail that is notorious for its bad living conditions.
Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs spent his first night behind bars inside a facility that is being called Hell on Earth. The Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn is notorious for its appalling living conditions and rampant violence. How bad is it inside this federal lockup? There have been 2 murders, 4 suicides, and numerous stabbings and lockdowns in recent years. It's so out of control inside that 4 federal judges are reportedly refusing to send any more prisoners here. Donald Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen, spent a harrowing year in federal custody. He says for someone used to a life of luxury like Diddy, prison life is a severe shock.
You have a desk, you have a plastic chair, you have your bed with a 1.5-inch mattress, no pillow, and you also have a locker. So you basically have 3 feet by 5 feet to move around.
In the relentless underworld of the Metropolitan Detention Center, even the most powerful icons can fall. But did Diddy foresee the storm before it was too late? Sean Diddy Combs, just the name represents a symbol of relentless success, untouchable influence, and a life of unimaginable luxury. Mansions in Beverly Hills, private jets, million-dollar parties. Diddy wasn't just living the dream, he was the dream. But now, the man who built an empire of fame and fortune finds himself inside a facility that federal judges have denounced as inhumane. A man who once called himself the king of the world now allegedly fears for his life. How did we get here? How did one of the most influential figures in music, fashion, and culture end up inside the infamous Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, a place often described as a living nightmare? And what really happened during the alleged beatdown that's sparking a firestorm of theories online? Let's dive into the shocking unraveling of Diddy's world. Diddy wasn't just a man, he was a movement. From producing hit records to revolutionizing hip-hop fashion with his Sean John line, Diddy built a legacy on being untouchable. Bad Boy Records wasn't just a label, it was an empire that produced legends. His influence reached far beyond music. Ciroc vodka, Revolt TV, luxury fragrances. Diddy became the blueprint for moguls, a man who turned everything he touched into gold. But there was always an air of mystery surrounding him. Behind the parties and the paparazzi, rumors swirled for years, whispers of power plays, secret deals, and skeletons buried deep in the closet. In 2023, allegations against Diddy exploded like a powder keg. Accusations ranged from sex trafficking to racketeering, painting a picture so dark that even his most loyal fans were left in shock. Lawsuits and legal battles followed, with claims so explosive they read like a Hollywood screenplay. Of course, Diddy has denied every charge, calling the allegations baseless, and assembling a legal team that could rival the cast of Suits. To understand Diddy's current situation, you need to understand MDC Brooklyn. This isn't your typical jail. Described by federal judges as inhumane, the facility has been plagued by scandals for decades: overcrowding, violence, unsanitary conditions. It's a place where even hardened criminals struggle to survive. The facility has housed everyone from violent offenders to white-collar criminals, and now, Sean Diddy Combs. But for someone like Diddy, accustomed to private chefs and gated mansions, the transition has been nothing short of brutal. Inmates sleep in dormitory-style cells, often packed into spaces designed for half their number. The food is described as barely edible, and medical care is virtually non-existent. Judges have openly criticized the jail, with one calling it a petri dish of violence. But for Diddy, the most dangerous aspect isn't the conditions, it's the other inmates. From the moment Diddy stepped into MDC Brooklyn, he was reportedly a marked man. High-profile inmates often become targets, and Diddy's larger-than-life persona, combined with his immense wealth, made him a prime target. Rumors quickly spread of confrontations, with whispers of a brutal altercation that left the hip-hop mogul fearing for his life. In a place where survival often depends on alliances and respect, his high-profile status may have been seen as a threat. As the days turned into weeks, reports began to surface of Diddy's psychological state deteriorating. Sources claim he experienced a full-blown meltdown, allegedly begging for medical assistance after struggling to cope with the harsh realities of incarceration. The man who once dominated stages and boardrooms now seemed like a shadow of his former self. Well, whatever happens next, one thing is certain: this is a story that will go down in history. And for Diddy, the man who once had it all, the stakes couldn't be higher. If this deep dive left you on the edge of your seat, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping stories you won't hear anywhere else.